Hi, everybody. My name is Jessica Moore. I also go by Ray in the classroom. It's going to be wonderful to finally see all of the faces and actually put a face to the name watching these videos. So I'm pretty excited about this. I have really enjoyed reading this book so far. It really has hit home, and it's really been something that I am seeing in my own life, why I've made the changes I've made, and how those changes and those habits were formed. So the first thing I wanted to bring up, I have a little sheet over here of points that I wanted to make. Habits are formed in a different portion of the brain than memory, which means that we make decisions throughout our day, and we don't even remember that we're making these decisions. There was also the statement by the researcher from Duke University who said that 40% of our decisions throughout the day are actually not decisions but habits, which means that almost half of the decisions that we're making on a daily basis, those are habits that we're probably doing every day. I found that very interesting. Um, I really connected with the story at the beginning of the book of the young lady that had made one change to quit smoking. And then she proceeded to, the next few years, start leading a healthier lifestyle in many different ways. Um, I Something very personal about me is I used to weigh 200 pounds. And I remember that day where I decided that I was unhappy, and it was the day that I was walking up to class in nursing school. And there's a small hill to get up to the classroom. And just from walking from the car up to the class, my face was red, I was sweaty, and I was so out of breath. And I remember a few of the girls that were still standing outside looking at me, and they probably weren't thinking anything, but I was feeling just bad about myself and very embarrassed. And I went into the bathroom, and class was getting ready to begin, and I was late. I was late to class because I would have been so embarrassed had I gone into the classroom and everyone would have seen me. So at that moment, I decided that I wanted to change. I needed new habits that other than sitting in front of my laptop during nursing school and eating Cheetos, because you guys know how that goes. Well, snacking at least. I don't know about Cheetos. But I started doing exactly what this book talks about, the habit loop. And it's where the cue, we read about the cue, then we have a routine, and then there's reward. And the book discusses how that reward eventually, our brain is craving that. So when we see that cue or we hear that cue or whatever that cue may be, our brain starts thinking that it's ready for that reward now. So what I did was I started jogging, and initially it wasn't jogging very long. I would jog and I would walk, but it was a small change. And if I did that cardiovascular exercise in the evening time, then I could reward myself. And what I did was I bought a bag of the like little mini snack size Snickers, because that's my favorite candy bar. And if I did what I said I was going to do and I upheld that goal, I would reward myself with one of the mini Snickers bars. And eventually it became easier and easier, and I was able to run longer periods of time. And I went from weighing 200 pounds to 2 years later weighing, I weighed 110 pounds. So I lost 90 pounds. And it wasn't just from cardiovascular. The same thing as the woman in the book, I started making healthier decisions. I started choosing better food choices, vegetables and meats, and really, I wanted to read all about health and fitness, and it came with a mentality change too. So, anyways, I know the video is only supposed to be 3 minutes. I think I'm talking a little bit too long, but one of the final points that I wanted to talk about was the great examples that the book used about the Febreze and the toothpaste and those cues and how they actually upped their sales. Finally, the last statement that really sticks with me is that we have to believe in order to make change. We have to believe that that change is possible. And if we can motivate our patients, if we can somehow inspire them, maybe through our stories or other stories, education, if we can motivate them and get them to believe that they can do these things, their goals that they've set, I really think that we can assist people in leading a healthier lifestyle over their lifespan. So that last thing was very powerful. Belief is what makes habit change possible. So it was wonderful to see you guys, and thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you next time.